Unleashed.
All right, we're rolling. Ready?
Roll it right.
In 5, 4, 3.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Steve Austin Show. We're going to keep that opening in the show, Stacy, so go ahead and keep that in there. The Lost Lonely Boys sitting here and acting like they're recording professionals, giving me the 5, 4, 3 countdown with the silent 3, 2, 1, and then you just go. Yeah, yeah, they laid it down because what these guys do is make records. And, you know, it's the same whether you're laying down some soundtracks or record some stuff for television junk. It don't matter. These guys are pros. I'm in San Angelo, Texas. Somebody's phone is buzzing. I talked about this on the first show before we turned these motherfucking microphones on. I said, whoever's phone goes off, they owe me a case of beer. So I'm with the Lost Lonely Boys. I'm with Henry, JoJo, and Ringo. Whose phone is buzzing?
That's Henry's phone, man.
Henry, what the fuck, dude? You can't respect a man that drives 1,000 miles to talk to you sorry long-haired ass, and you can't turn your phone off.
Hey, you want to
It's a phone call that goddamn important that you can't put that motherfucker on silence while a fellow brother from Texas drives 1,000 miles one way just to talk to you.
You want to hear the worst of it is that he don't even answer his damn phone.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, shit, dude. Help a brother out. Turn it off.
I got nothing to say.
Oh, he put it in a black box. Dude, I gotta paint a picture for you. Here we are. We're in the house of Henry Garza. There's guitars everywhere. It's a recording studio. His phone is on vibrate, and instead of just hitting the off button and turning the motherfucker off, he gets a black box to put it in.
I don't even know why you put it
JoJo,
in
you're
the
the
black.
next in line in seniority. Break this down for me. Help me make sense of this.
Well, I don't think I can help you, man, because it doesn't make any sense. When Ringo told him to turn the damn phone off,
Henry, that's an iPhone. You can go settings.
I'm
and
trying
you
to
can hit
get there,
airplane
man.
Mode. Don't push airplane mode. Push SAS mode, brother. Shit.
It's all, there we go.
I'm trying to help you guys out.
thank you.
All right, I done did it, man. You're just more technical savvy than I am.
That
man.
was
even
easy
say
for you to
technical.
say.
I couldn't even say that
Hey,
shit.
check it out. I want to tell you guys a story. This show is all about stories, and we're going to talk to a bunch of them about life on the road with the Lost Lonely Boys.
That's Los
some
Lonely
more
Boys.
paying dues. Los Lonely Boys. We covered that before.
Get that shit right, man. What's
I'm
going
ready
on
to-
there? Shit.
Man, I done had a couple of these ballast points. I gave Ringo a ballast point, and he said it tasted like shit.
Henry said it tasted like shit. I said it tasted like
You said it tasted
shit
like
and grapefruit.
Shit and
Shit and grapefruit mixed.
shit and grapefruit is not a great combination.
Hey, but no offense to them.
No, he's
Hey,
still
dude,
drinking it.
You said that you were going to cook dinner tonight, and when I was driving down the road, you know, I was hoping to eat Mexican food. I did. I got some in Van Horn, Texas, when I stopped, and you was talking about cooking some stuff tonight. So what is it actually going to be? Because
It's going to be a carne guisada with ribeye meat.
Yeah.
Special.
That's classic. That's,
some
that's-
fideo. You don't fucking know anything about
Now, how long is
that.
it going to take you to do this? Because, I mean, like by the time we record this show and I drink a few more beers, I'm going to be hungry like a motherfucker. So it's going to be like Paula Dean.
Well, then I got to go, man. I got to go now. No, it ain't going to take that long, man, but I'll call my mom over there to make sure she'll keep you down to make sure you wait.
See, dude, I mean, the thing with me, man, like back in the day, man, I would just throw like an El Patio TV dinner gimmick in a microwave, man. Hit that motherfucker 3 minutes, rip off that clear plastic. But you don't
Yummy.
cook me the authentic, real deal
The
stuff.
real deal. That's why I want to do it, brother.
That brings me to something. You know, every time we go to a show, we go backstage. We don't know if it's either racist or what's going on, but every time we go back, there's always chips and salsa.
Every damn time.
Even when we go to Japan.
We went to
There's
Japan,
chips
they
and
had
salsa,
chips
and we're like,
salsa.
oh, well, where's the fucking tacos, man?
I want to talk to you guys about Japan in a minute, but when you guys get the M&Ms backstage, are y'all one of those bands that's had like a certain color of them?
We keep
taken
all the
out?
brown ones.
We turn them sideways.
All the other ones, they get thrown out the window, man.
We make sure they put the M on the back.
Yeah, I'm on the back. Hey, this is Steve Austin. I'm sitting here in San Angelo, Texas, talking with a lot of Lonely Boys.
That's Los
You
Lonely
know-
Boys.
God damn it. That's going to stay in the show.
Get it
this
right.
is Steve Austin. I'm talking to Los Lonely Boys. LOS, motherfucking Lonely Boys. I'm coming back. after a pause for the cause, and I appreciate you cats showing me some love by going to SteveAustinShow.com and hitting that Amazon banner, because when you shop and you buy something and they ship that stuff to your crib, they give me a cunt hair's worth of money to help me pay my bills. That's right. They keep the show on the air for free. I appreciate it. I'm coming back to talk shit with my boys, La Familia, Los Lonely Boys.
Los Lonely Boys.
God damn it.
We're coming back.
You can take the window or you can take the stairs. I'm coming back with Los Lonely Boys, and that's the bottom line. Don't you dare go nowhere, motherfucker. Hey, if you're an entrepreneur, your first impression means everything. If a customer calls and doesn't like what they hear, they won't tell you. They'll simply move on and leave you in the dust. That's why eVoice is so important. eVoice helps you control the experience every customer has when they call your number. And eVoice starts at just $10 per month, and you can try it free for 1 month when you go to evoice.com/Steve. Or you can check it out on the Steve Austin Show page at podcast1.com. Just click on the eVoice banner. eVoice has toll-free or strategic local numbers, call routing tools, and a dial-by-name directory, so you're never leaving money on the table. And if you can't take a call, they will transcribe the voicemail and email it to you, so you'll always know when to respond and how to prepare. So go to evoice.com/Steve for your free 1-month trial, or click on the eVoice banner on the Steve Austin Show page at podcast1.com. That's evoice.com/Steve, or go to the Steve Austin Show page at podcast1.com and click on the eVoice banner. All right, coming back here with love.
That's got to stay in the show.
You gotta keep that, man.
This almost turns into a comedy deal. Why we don't have this shit on video, I have no idea. I am sitting here with Los Lonely Boys. Hey, dude, you guys were talking in the opening, talking about Japan. I know you guys for a long time, and you come from humble beginnings here in a great town of San Angelo, Texas. You guys are real deal, realer than real deal, Holyfield. Break it down for me. What is life like for you guys in Japan? Did y'all dig the experience?
Oh man,
dude.
It was an experience of a lifetime. You know, man. Over here in America, there's I guess, you know, people don't give the common courtesy that I guess, you know, a human being should be.
It seems to
should
be disappearing
showed.
here in the United States.
you're
Seems to
telling
be.
me.
It is.
Anyways,
Yes.
man, no, but I'm serious. Even down to the littlest thing to those guys, a business card. You know how we get a business card, and it's like to shut somebody the fuck up. You know, it's like, oh, here's my business card. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I gotta go. You know, but over
over
there,
there-
man, you give a business card to somebody, they grab it with both hands,
Right.
look at it,
Front to back.
front to back, and make sure that they know that the person that gave it to you is looking, and they give you a bow.
Right.
Also, one of the things they do when you walk in to do like work at a TV show, or when you're walking anywhere, one of the first things they say is "Otsukara samadista." The first thing they say is "Otsukara samadista" means thank you for your hard work, and then when you leave, you say "Otsukara samadis," and that's basically saying again, thank you for the hard work, thank you for your specialties and the things that you do best. And they're also they carry around little ashtrays for the people that smoke.
Smoke like a motherfucker over
They
it, don't
smoke
they?
like a
Now,
motherfucker.
I'm sitting in a room.
So do we.
I'm sitting in a room with Los Lonely Boys. And these motherfuckers smoking like it's going out of style. I might not make it to the Broken Skull Ranch because I have died from secondhand smoke inhalation. But them motherfuckers in Japan, they smoke their asses off.
They do smoke a
not?
lot, but what I was
Ride
talking about,
bicycles and smoke cigarettes.
but that little that ride bikes and smoke.
In Texas too big to ride a motherfucking bike. But in Japan, they'll ride a bicycle.
Yeah,
they'll
man.
ride
But
a
they everyone has their own ashtrays. They got little metal ones. They got little bag like ashtrays, and they don't drop a cigarette butt on the street, man.
Got to
But it-
respect
but it-
that.
it
It's
comes-
respect, man. And
And if you find them over there, we're the ones that left them over
dude,
there.
I
'cause we
came
didn't
home. I
know.
came back home. I was pretty much half Japanese. I was speaking some. I
Dude,
was
you
like,
were breaking it down pretty good there. Did you pick up the language?
well, to a certain extent, I seemed to be the one that was
saying it.
given the honor to say, hey, you're going to be speaking Japanese for us.
What did
And,
he say? Say it.
What is it?
In the
Los
beginning
Lonely
of
Boys
the show.
des.
It's Bokutatsu wa Los Lonely Boys. No, it's Nihonai kurete ureshi Bokutatsu wa Los Lonely Boys desu. And I really don't know what the hell
What
I'm
that
saying.
means is we love enchiladas, we love drinking beer,
Like whooping ass. No, but really, man, when I came back home, I was really a lot more centered, a lot more calm,
Smarter,
and
too.
I was hung over as hell from all the damn sake that we drank, man.
Hey, let's go a couple of places with this. One, the courtesy with the cigarettes, carrying their own ashes. I live in Los Angeles, California right now. I seen a sumbitch. He was in a Prius. And they driving that electric sumbitch. And a lot of times, I don't know how you guys, if they got a whole lot of Priuses here in San Angelo, but there's a shit pile of them in Los Angeles. And the motherfuckers, you know, I don't know, and I'm cool with it. The Prius is actually a pretty good car. If you're riding in the back seat in a cab, you can have a conversation because the motor's so quiet. But it ain't for me, right? I'm a four-wheel drive kind of guy. But seemingly, they're driving these things because it's a green car. And I'm seeing this motherfucker got his hand out the window with his cigarette. And then you guys all I'm down with a cigarette, but my point is, here's the guy in the Prius, and then all of a sudden he takes the last drag
And throws
he
it out.
flips it out the window.
Yeah, that's messed
Well,
up.
see, when you grow up in
Dude.
Texas, one of the main things you learn is you don't litter. You don't mess with
mess
Texas.
with
don't
Say
mess
that
with
again.
Texas.
You don't mess with Texas.
You don't fuck with Texas,
Well, you
and
just
you
don't
do not litter.
Yeah, you don't litter.
America, listen.
Yeah.
Do not litter.
Yeah, there's no reason for
It's
it
a
because
dirty ass habit.
it takes someone else to take their time to get out there and pick up your trash.
Yeah.
And that's, that we're talking about common courtesy. Nobody's wiping your ass for you and throwing away the shit paper for you. You're doing it yourself. Hopefully, you can do the same thing with your trash, man.
Oh, check it out, man. When I was over there, we stayed at we always stayed at the Kyo Plaza there in Tokyo.
That's the same place we stayed at.
Yeah, dude, man.
Nah, I'm
I've
just
been back
kidding.
in the days. Oh, yeah. Hey, you know the Kyo Plaza? No, we weren't staying there. We were at the Motel 6. But so check it out. Did y'all hit any of the bathrooms where you just had to shit in the hole?
Oh no, we did, man. But even the other toilets that had all these buttons on it, we didn't know which one was to flush or shoot the shit back up in your face, man.
I know, dude. See?
You shit in a little hole?
We had to call room service and be like, how the hell do we flush this thing?
It gets a little tricky.
Yes,
It
Did
is.
you really shit in a hole?
There was a couple of places that's what you had to do. You shit in the hole, man.
I'd just.
Well,
I
we
guess
still
if
do
you
that.
gotta go, you gotta
we,
go, man.
we still do that here in Texas, man, with a shovel and a roll of newspaper. Just go out there.
Hey, man, break it down for me on a real deal. Y'all smoking a bunch of dope in Amsterdam. Because it's legal over there.
Yeah, man, it's legal over there, but we were.
No comment.
No comment.
You know what? Tell you the truth.
I see
Oh,
what you
hell
did.
Hell yeah, we were smoking it. It's legal over there, man. But we were just experimenting.
I know,
Steve.
and like I'm experimenting with my beer, trying to come out with a different, a beer of my own. So that's what I'm doing. But going back to traveling around the world, what's been the most far out experience you guys have had? Whether it's Japan, have you guys been to Russia? What's the most weird?
We haven't been to Russia yet. What was really weird was I believe it was Finland. Was it Finland where the
The
where it
sun
stayed-
never went
And
down.
it never went. And it never turned into nighttime.
Right.
That was weird.
And that was
Oh,
strange,
wow.
man, because,
Oh,
we
shit.
played our show. We had a little bit to drink and stuff. I even ate something
Reindeer.
called reindeer. I ate reindeer.
How was it?
It was
Damn
damn
good.
good.
Rudolph never tasted better, I got to tell you that.
I don't know what that motherfucking Santa Claus gonna do this year.
And my damn plate, his nose was still blinking and shit. No, but seriously, man, that was
That
one of
wasn't
the,
his nose, bro.
that was one. That was one of the crazy. I didn't say it was steady squirting shit out. It was one of the craziest experiences, man. Because like I said, we played our show.
It was a cream sauce.
We drank a little bit.
Bernice.
We
I ain't kidding either.
we drank a little bit, and it was like we caught a little buzz or whatever from the alcohol and whatnot, but. We thought it was time to go to bed, but it wasn't time to go to bed because we were still on different time. We were all over the country, the world at that
And
point.
for the record, we don't drink too much.
No, we hardly drink unless we're
No,
with
no,
Stone
that's-
Cold Steve Austin. Then we can't keep a damn beer out of our mouth.
But
yeah.
dude. I mean, it was pretty damn cold over there.
It was
I mean,
cold
it's
as
a
hell,
little
man.
bit different than San Angelo, Texas.
And they drink a lot over there, bro.
Yeah,
I
do.
mean, they drink.
Well, what the fuck? They live on ice cube.
Well, I guess that might be the reason, but I'm telling you, if you've ever seen a drinker, man, these guys, Even ladies, man, they were. I mean, they had.
They drink your ass under the table, man. If you're
Man.
not experienced, you got no shot. You got
Oh,
no
yeah,
chance.
man. We went out with our crew, man, and we were drinking. Henry and JoJo weren't with me, but I was with our front of the house guy who runs the front house
Guns.
speakers,
Yeah.
and our road manager. And we went to a little pub and schnapps, and it was damn good, man. But I don't remember really most of that.
But I mean, everywhere we've gone, brother. To be really honest with you, it's been a great experience. You know, even out in when we were in London, when we were in Amsterdam, when we were in a bunch of.
Belgium.
There's another place in Holland where we were at that was also. There's just great experiences. But like I can really honestly say, for me, man, being in Japan, it was one of the greatest experiences for me. Like we're talking about the courtesy, and but also they took us out to a very special where they cook in front of you on the hot plate and what on the
Michael
hot stuff.
Jackson ate there, man.
Yeah,
they took
yeah.
us where Michael Jackson would go eat.
But
man.
they used a special cut of beef and everything, and they sliced this garlic real super thin, and it was like, it was some of the best shit I'd ever had. Not shit, but some of the best stuff I'd ever had, man.
I got lost there. I was coming up when I was going to go on a Michael Jackson tangent. We're not going to do that.
Come on,
God
everybody
rest
wants to
his
hear
soul,
your
man.
Michael Jackson impression. We know you do a good
Oh,
one.
dude, don't get me wrong, man. On that new RV I got out sitting in the driveway.
Hey, Michael Jackson was badass.
Dude, Michael Jackson is in my top 3 greatest entertainers of all time.
Are you kidding? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what that guy did for music, and I'm not even lying. On the record that we released not too long ago called Rock Bongo, one of the songs that we did really pays a big tribute to a couple of the songs, but in this one you can hear at the end of the song, I even do a couple Michael Jackson of the woos, the things he did. If you listen to it, the name of the song is called
American Idol.
American Idol, but it's American IDLE, like Idol, like
Right.
we're on Idol kind of thing.
Right.
And Michael Jackson was just a big influence all across the board, man. And if
Oh, dude, that dude was out of this world. He
So
was
let's hear
one
your
of a kind.
impression.
I don't do impressions.
All right,
But
let me
you
ask
make
you
a
question.
big one.
Hang on. Let me ask you a question. Who's on your top 5 in your radio? Okay, one. If you had one person to listen to, forget the top 5. Who are you going to listen to on a road trip?
Oh, it's either going to be George Strait or Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right on, man.
What about those Lonely Boys, man? What the hell?
God damn, you didn't say the top
This is
3.
bullshit. You wrote this is bullshit. You rode 1,000 miles to tell us that we're not even on your top 2.
Hey, you know, it takes a real motherfucker like me,
damn
Steve
right.
Austin, to roll into this place. And, you know, I got a
I think
damn
you mean real
pocket knife
big,
in my pocket.
motherfucker.
I got y'all in my top 3. You said top 2. You said top 1. So I got to be honest with you.
Right
I
on.
ain't going to punk ass out and say, I ain't going to lie to you. So
Right.
but
You know what's
shit,
really funny about that is
You owe us a case of beer.
You owe me a case of beer because your phone keeps going off.
I'd gladly play it.
well, we listen to George Strait all the time too. I mean, that was one of our dad's biggest influences too, and or I should say a really great influence of his in the country music scene. And man, we love George Strait, and we definitely love Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. So it's crazy, man.
Man, you're a
It's,
Texas boy.
We got
We're
a lot of that
Texas
same
boys.
flavor.
We love the same food, same music. We probably use the same toilet paper to wipe our ass.
I don't think that
I used
happened.
a double
That's,
ply Charmin. Nothing but the best.
that's what I use.
That's what
I gotta treat my ass nice. You know.
Hey, check it out. I called Henry up to come down here and do this show, talk to JoJo and Ringo and Henry. And so he gave me some directions. And I said, no, dude, don't worry about it. I'll find it. Just text me your address. So he texted me his address. I put it in my iPhone. I said, I'm cool in the gang. Henry keeps calling me while I'm on the damn phone. Ringo calls me. He makes sure I'm coming. He wants to know what I eat. Spaghetti, shit. I want Mexican food, dude. So Henry says, call me when you get kind of close in. I'll guide you in. I said, no, dude, I'm good. I'll find it. And so, man, all of a sudden I'm riding around. And I'm like, man, I'm by a golf course. And these houses are, man, ain't Adobe badass.
You're like,
shit,
this
yo.
ain't no damn barrio.
Well, but Henry told me he kind of lived on the outskirts of San Angelo. So I'm like thinking, man, that dude, he's chilling, he's keeping it on the down low. And man, all of a sudden I call Henry on the phone. I'm talking to him, and I'm real close. I'm real close. I have made it further than anybody else who's got directions to this place.
Anybody.
I go about 100 yards, and I see Henry limping around the driveway in front of this big ass mansion. I'm like, shit.
Mom said my trailer's in the back, though.
I thought you guys was keeping it on the down low. I'm in an 8,000 square foot mansion. Customized Cutlass Supremes laying in the driveway every way. tricked out Dallas Cowboys Ford F-150. Every time
man.
I would, Hershey, the Wonder Dog, my chocolate lab, is in my little chump-ass RV out in the driveway, which looks like a parking lot. Every time I go down to check on her, I have to ask someone's wife which way out is. Obviously, you guys have adapted to fame and fortune.
Well, man.
Well, Henry
to
sure
be-
has.
To be totally,
I still got a 1-bedroom and me and 5 kids living there.
I still live with
and
my
wife
dad.
but to get real on that, man, I kind of, this is something I believe, was given to us, number one, by the good grace of God, man. And because we never grew up like this. I got to be honest, this was the first neighborhood I ever moved into where somebody was knocking on the door bringing a pie or something. And I was like,
What the hell do you
I don't
want?
know what am I supposed to do with this pie? What am I supposed to give you something back? Am I buying this or? I don't know. And they had a 6-pack of beer with them too, and I'm like, well, So I got kind of confused there, man. You got pie, you got beer, and I'm like, what kind of weird shit goes on in this neighborhood, man?
But regular everyday folks, all right?
Oh, man,
definitely,
there couldn't
man.
be more real. That's why we still live where we're from, man, San Angelo, Texas.
It's
Well,
the
what's
ba-
also funny is Ringo lives probably 2 blocks from here. I live about 4 blocks from here.
Right.
But really, Henry's the only one with a mansion.
It's not. It ain't a mansion, man.
I'm joking.
Earlier in the other show, we said that we cut everything even, but it sure as hell don't look like it.
But I rolled in, man, and I seen that Cutlass, and I seen the green Cutlass you got in the garage, and you got a bass boat, and you got a little John boat, and I was like, and you got a 8-point buck
Motorcycle.
on the wall, motorcycles. You got the Sea-Doo boat, the one that I wanted. You got another jet ski out there in the driveway, and I walked in the garage and I said, dude.
Is this all for sale?
No, I said, if I had this garage, I would never go in a house. And he said, dude, he goes, I did the same until I hurt my back. Let's talk about your back injury. You had a recent fall on a stage. How far back was this, Henry?
Man, this was back in February when it happened fresh and
In 2012?
no, this year.
2013 this year, brother.
2013, what town were you in?
We were in Downey, California, man, and playing.
Dude, you were in Downey? That's 50 miles from me, and you didn't call me? And
Oh,
say
we
that
call you all the time when you don't answer.
Oh, yeah, because I had y'all under Lost Lonely Boy.
Who the hell is this guy? I don't know, Lost Lonely
So
Boy.
anyway, you guys are in my neighborhood. You didn't call a brother up to give him a free ticket or a pass. Oh, and I've got a story that I want to share with you guys about my first date with my wife at y'all's concert 10 years ago. So anyway, y'all playing Downey, California. You
felt
completed
like-
the show,
Man, yeah, we finished the
and the
show.
lights went down.
We finished the show, and first off, man, I'm not one of those kind of guys that I really push to go like shake hands and go do stuff like that really quick. But this specific night, I had this urge to like, man, we gotta go shake these people's hands up front. And
Good crowd, good house.
oh man, it was a great
No,
house.
it usually always is, man.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
God for that.
And there was an orchestra pit up in front, and it raises and it raises down, but for
Lowers
some
down.
reason it was down. And the whole night I had no clue there was even a big hole there.
Nobody told us.
So I looked straight ahead at the crowd at the end of the show. I was tapping Ringo and Joe, just saying, "Come on, let's go shake hands." I mean, I was so persistent that they were even going like, "Hold on, we're going." And I mean, whenever the last things I said on the mic was "Viva Cristo Rey," which means "Long live Christ King," and I just took off running to go run what I
So
thought
you was
was
hauling ass.
yeah, which I thought was the front of the stage, So I didn't just
12-foot
walk off and fall
10,
straight
12,
down.
12 feet.
I kind of like flew like Superman, landed on my chin, my face, and my chest here.
Brother, I can't tell you right. I don't mean to cut you off, but I just want to say this real quick. If you weren't there, and you ain't as close to these guys, I mean, we're definitely close. But I'm talking to the people that aren't.
Yeah.
That you just don't know how horrific it was, man. It was a nightmare, man.
Of course,
Right.
man.
Grant,
Of
just
course,
thinking
I
about it.
almost stand about 6 feet. I'm 5'11" and a half. And
6 feet before the crash.
yeah, it's right.
On a good day.
So you got that, and then you got which is about, I guess, 8 or 9 feet down.
It
Probably
was about
even
10.
12,
It was about 10, 12 feet, man.
It was about
20
15 to
feet.
20 feet.
No, this is pro wrestling. Really, it was a 25, 30-foot fall.
That's right.
Reminiscent of when Evel Knievel tried to jump the Snake River Canyon. Henry trying to reach out to the masses of fans in Downey, California.
That's good
That's
shit.
the pro wrestler in
That
me,
is
brother.
good shit, man.
No, but,
So
but
anyway,
really, but dude,
I'm riding
a
out-
flat concrete landing
There
or
was a
just chairs and stuff.
No, it was a
It was a
concrete
concrete
landing.
wall, and the bottom of it is
Concrete.
It's It's wood, I believe.
Was it wood?
Yeah, it's a wood stage.
Well, the damn thing felt like fucking concrete. All right.
So you hit. What happened?
Well, what happened was I took off running to go shake hands. Next thing I remember, I even took off my glasses because I was gonna shake hands and take off my glasses. And when I did, I had my
because
glasses.
it's dark.
Had my glasses in my hand. Next thing you know, I don't even remember falling. All I remember was hitting my face, and all I remember was a big crunch in my back because I had scorpioned, and my legs were basically up here on my head, like it just went
Backwards.
And that's all I remember. And but as I was coming to, I mentioned the glasses part because it was so unexpected that when I woke up, I still had my glasses untouched in my hand.
Now let me cut you off because during that time when he fell,
Well,
I was
Ringo and
standing. I was standing. Last thing I remember, Henry patted me on the back saying, "Let's go shake their hands." This is Ringo talking, and I'm like, "All right, let's go." So I see JoJo take off to the left. Henry as well go take off to the left, and I'm walking. And they turned off all the lights. They turned off all the house lights. It was completely dark, and the only thing, the lights that were in our faces were spotlights.
Spotlights.
You know, so I'm walking, right? I can see the crowd slightly from the reflection of my light, and they were all yelling at me. Yelling like, and I was like, what the hell are they saying?
Went down?
No, I didn't even know yet. They were yelling at me to stop.
Right.
And little did I know, they were yelling at me, and I was like, well, okay, maybe they don't like me, you know, or whatever. But
I was
I
down
stepped-
there for like
I
I was down there for like 6 or 7 minutes before they even knew where I was.
Well, see, it was no, it wasn't. I don't believe it was that long. You got to put this in order. See the way it went down. What happened to Henry is how it happened to him. But Ringo's moving to the front of the stage there
at the same time.
It's all happening at the same time.
so-
Henry ran right past Ringo. Ringo didn't even realize that he fell into a hole.
Yeah,
now
so-
I'm over here to the left of the stage, and I'm shaking hands and grabbing 3 rosaries from a guy's hand. As I grab the rosaries, the stage shakes beneath my feet. And I thought a speaker fell. I thought maybe a guitar fell. I didn't realize even that anything fell. But I looked back, and I knew how bad Henry wanted to shake hands. And I saw Ringo standing on the stage, kind of coming out with his hand blocking the spotlight. And I noticed...
Because they had the lights back on?
Yeah, because they had spotlights on still. And I noticed that Henry wasn't there. Okay, now for myself, I saw the orchestra pit earlier in the day.
Yeah.
We've never had to talk about what the stage looks like.
Right.
So it didn't occur to me that this was going to even, happen in any kind of way. So for me, I went I saw Ringo kind of moving forward. What he's telling you was happening with him. People are screaming at him to stop. But for me, it looks like the crowd is still going nuts. Like, oh, yeah, they're enjoying it and everything. But that's not actually what was going on. Because when I got to Ringo, I put my hand on his chest.
And he stopped me. My foot went halfway off of the orchestra pit. I was fixing to fall on chairs and cymbals and music
And probably
stands.
on Henry.
Yeah.
And I told Ringo, with my hand on his chest, I said, "Where's Henry?"
No, he didn't say it like
Well,
that.
I'm
he
just
was
saying, I
already
went
freaked out.
I went, where's Henry? And Ringo's like, oh, he went to the back. And I peeked behind Ringo, and I looked, and I was like, no, he didn't go back there.
But
I
it was
didn't
nothing
see
like
him.
that. He wasn't calm like that. He was like,
No,
"Where's
you
Henry?
got to understand,
Where's
it's
Henry?" You know?
dramatic, it's horrific, it's full of energy.
So
brother.
anyway, it all happens. He goes down.
But then I look out to the crowd, and then Ringo and I start looking at each other. It took about
Putting
3
two and two
glances for me.
together?
I looked down there in the orchestra pit. I saw what I thought was a pile of wardrobe and wigs and things. Okay? Now, it took 2 more glances for both of us, brothers, Ringo and I, to realize that it was Henry, man.
Henry crunched up down there.
And it was, brother, I'm telling you right now, I saw my brother's life leaving his body. At least what I thought to believe that Henry was dying. And when
I felt
Ringo
like
saw
it
the same
too,
thing
man.
at the same time. I mean, if I get too loud here on this microphone, I'm gonna overload the speakers and whatnot. But bro, I can't even reenact right now how loud we screamed that it was Henry and how horrified we were that we finally realized. And probably some 3 to 5 minutes had passed. And dude, I'm telling you
It
right
was
now,
high.
without
It was-
hestation.
He jumped right in.
I was
jumped,
jumping
and then
down.
that's what I'm saying. It was far. It was, I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
But I ain't no damn sissy. But it was high, for enough for me to feel like, oh shit, this is high, and JoJo just jumps down there.
Now, I got to tell you what was going on with me down there.
So what
Now, I start to come to, like, I'm waking up from the crunch and all this stuff. I guess I don't know how long it had been because I was out. Next thing you know, I got up. Remember, I looked at my glasses. I was there, and I tried to get up. and I put my hands down, tried to get up, but my legs and upper torso just didn't work. It just shot me back down to the floor, went boom. And of course, being a Texican that I am, I wasn't going to get up there, you know. So I said, fuck this shit, I'm getting up, man, you know. And then I, to myself, you know, being a man, we do that kind of shit.
Get up.
I said, I'm getting up, and I got up just a little bit further. And as soon as I got up further, my whole legs just went boom, and I went down. And that time, I felt like this sleep was coming over me. Like I just wanted to just sleep. Like I just wanted to sleep and go like, you know what, I'm just going to pass out. Yeah. Which I felt like I was going at that point. And I had my eyes closed. And I got to say this because this really happened, man. When I had my eyes closed, I had another vision. Like, I'm going to call it a vision, but it was almost like a dream in a quick instant, man. And I'd seen my brother JoJo running at me from out of like a field or next to a wall or something. But it wasn't JoJo now. It was JoJo when he was young.
Right.
And there was this light shining on him. So I had this kind of relaxation inside me, knowing I didn't really know consciously or subconsciously that I was down there or not. But I felt relaxed and comfort, so I wasn't scared or panicked or nothing like that. So when
my feet hit the ground.
Next thing I remember, I hear a loud bang, boom, and it was JoJo jumping down. But next thing I remember was JoJo's voice right here. I'm here, Henry, oh my God, man, are you? And I couldn't even talk. I was like, my eyes were about to pop out of my head.
He was just nothing.
And being as close as we are, brother. I mean, you know how close we are.
I was going nuts
man.
down there. I'm going freaking insane. I looked up at Ringo. He's going insane. And the crowd's going, and everybody's going insane that this has just happened, dude. And I'm looking up at Ringo. And, I mean, like I said, I can't reenact it, brother, but the fear in Ringo's eyes, he's like, give me him, JoJo. Give him to me. So I marined Henry up on my shoulder.
So you picked him up.
Well, yeah, we know now.
Brother,
you
look,
know, you're not
look, here's the deal. Yes, we all know that. It's like you should leave somebody that falls like that kind of on their own or whatever.
I get you, but you're concerned.
Man, I was like, my brother's not dying down here alone in this damn hole. I'm picking you up, brother. Come on, man, come on. And I put him over my shoulder, and he couldn't. He was like, ugh, and then I was like, come on, and I kind of made him lay over my shoulder, and he let out the most horrible scream I've ever heard. And I was stuck down in about a 10-foot hole.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
How'd you get up?
Well, the way it happened is, like I said, Ringo's like, give him to me. So I used every ounce of strength in me to push him upward. I kind of body pressed him upward. And I'm saying, Ringo's like, give him to me just a little bit more. And he finally grabs him, along with Ish and a friend of ours, Farmer. And they grab him and they pull him up. Well, I tried to man myself up on the edge.
Yeah.
But I had no more strength. So I didn't realize what's going up on stage with Henry and Ringo at this point. I'm still stuck down in the hole, but these Kung Fu brothers of mine that are in the same martial arts that I do, they came and lifted me up out of the hole, man.
So
and I'm laying down.
Then the paramedics come.
No, I'm laying down on the stage.
On the stage.
And I tell my brothers, I said, I can't get up, guys. I need y'all to get me up right now. And they
were like, you're crazy.
And I said, y'all need to get me up.
I saw this on YouTube. It's very disturbing and hard to watch, but you wanted to get off
They got
the stage.
me up. And the first thing I did, man, was I put my hand up to God, man, to say thank you for me being alive. And I looked at the fans and I gave them a hands up, you know.
Obviously, we do.
It's like you when you broke your neck. You know what I mean?
When I got dropped on my head, I needed to finish the match. You needed to finish the show.
I had to finish it.
Sometimes, your emotions and what you think has to be done override the safety factor.
Right.
So that y'all are in the same zone. So then all of a sudden you go back.
As soon as I passed that curtain, man, everything just went off.
You
like
get into an ambulance,
down.
you go to the hospital, you get looked at. What do they tell you?
Well, first off, man, I mean, I can't even really tell you to remember what happened because I was so damn drugged up because of the pain and what
Ringo
was going on.
can probably tell you
whatnot.
some more of that.
But it was something that like I laid down right there. And as soon as I passed the curtain, everything shut down. I couldn't move my fingers, couldn't move my legs, and I had to feel like I had to be in a fetal position, like my knees had to be put up immediately because it was the most comfortable. But I got to tell you, man, it was one of the worst pains that I've ever felt. And I've took some, nicks and bruises being three brothers, man, and
I grew up raised in hell. You go through the paces.
Yeah, man. But right, this one right here really tore.
So, but you go to hospital. Okay, now. The diagnosis and the prognosis. What did they say happened to you? You got some bulging disc.
He had a herniated disc. He has a bulging disc, and he had a
these are all at the L level.
In his neck.
Yeah, I have
L
one
or
up
G
in my
level?
neck, up one of my neck, whatever letter in the hell that is right there.
Probably cervical to thoracic, and then the other one.
He had a fracture in his
Are
neck.
you a
Lumbar?
fucking doctor?
Yeah. Damn near 15 years of pro wrestling.
Yes, sir. I'm joking with you, man.
But my sciatic area was torn to shit, and middle of my back, I actually, where I stand now, I actually got a crease in the
T-line.
spine.
A divot. You
Yeah,
can see
where I
it.
where I folded, and it's just been as hard as hell, man, to come back and try to feel the same, because it's just not the same. I actually did good I healed up maybe about 3 months, and then we went ahead and tried, went and played. I was doing good. I was on the road to recovery, man, and then I re-injured myself,
He
man.
was sitting on a chair.
Hold on, I gotta break in here. You know, I pulled up to the mansion thinking I was just pulling up to a little house, but I seen you when you was coming up the incline of your driveway. You had that limp going, and you guys been trying to play some shows. It shut you down a little bit, and then I got in your garage. I saw the badass bass boat and the John boat.
And that's
And the John boat is what, a 12-footer
yeah,
with a little outboard.
yeah. it is.
So I want to make sure my audience understands the re-injury.
Yeah.
Any people that fish out there know we're talking about little tin John boat. Got a little outboard motor on it. Henry was out there bass fishing.
Because we
Hooked a
love bass
big one.
fishing, brother.
They love the
We're
lonely
big
boys.
bass fishermen.
Lonely boys love bass fishing.
love bass fishing, hell
yeah.
We're Team Whoop Bass.
So anyway, you tell the story, brother. You hooked a big one, set the hook, and
Well,
because I
first of
couldn't
all,
believe the story. When you told me the story, I didn't believe it until I saw the boat, and then I totally got it.
first of all, it was a big old bass, man. It was like the biggest bass you'd ever seen, man.
Of course, it was.
So anyway, I tried to set hook, and I got them little cheap fold-up chairs from Academy, you know.
Little fiberglass gimmicks.
Yeah, and it's got the Stone Cold camo all over it, you know. I'm kidding, but it does have the camo on it. Anyway, we're fishing, me, JoJo, and a buddy of his. He's a
Alan Kahn, he's the writer of the Speedbag Bible, man.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't even invite me to go fishing.
Are you in the fit on the damn boat?
That's a whole
anyway?
nother story. Why they don't want me to go fishing with
It's
them.
like a scene out of Jaws. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Exactly, man.
That is not why, sir.
Anyway, I'm sitting at the back of the boat. I'm running the engine, and I'm facing towards the engine. JoJo's sitting in the middle, and Alan's sitting up front. So I'm fishing the back of the boat, and I set a big one, man. And I went to set the hook, and that chair that I was sitting on gave way and snapped, and I fell backwards. And, you know, truth be told, JoJo was right there and did his best to help save me, too. And when he put his arm on me like that to try to save me, I had already fell down in the bottom of the John boat, twisted my back, and I actually pulled a groin and everything, man, during that one. My legs started shaking.
Oh,
actually,
man, it was shaking
I
uncontrollably.
thought I was going to
It
be fine because it was such a small fall in the John boat. You're thinking, hey, I'm all right, but I'm so damn fragile from the first fall.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, no, I'm going to handle this, bro. And I get back
not
on
even
the chair.
5 minutes pass, and he's like,
Well, I gave it another cast, man, being a Texican that we are. I mean, shit, I grabbed it, and as soon as I did it, my damn lure went like right next to the boat. I said, oh, shit, I can't do this. So I figured, okay, well, put this up and just drive the boat. Next thing you know, man, I get a big old ball sack like right on the back of my side.
ball sack.
Who was helping you?
I think he meant a bubble sack, like a bubble.
Henry had swelling in his lower back region. No
In the
one
sciatic,
was
in the sciatic
Mr.
area.
Dr. Austin there.
In the sciatic area, so it started swelling up bad, and I told JoJo, hey, man, I'm going to have to get off, and I had enough strength to get off the boat, but as soon as that happened, my right leg just started shaking profusely, like involuntary.
Uncontrollably, man. It was.
And I next thing you
Looked
know,
ugly.
they had to come pick me up in the little car, and my wife she came and picked me up, and I'm sitting there, couldn't even close the door on the car to get to the house, and I got carried up the steps.
Bottom line is,
And
he really
people-
re-injured himself big time, and he couldn't.
But
do it.
people who have never had a lower back type pain or even a mid back, the kind of very, very extreme, intense pain, it will cause you not to be able to breathe. That's
I
how
can agree.
hard that kind of injury is. I don't have the exact injury Henry does, but that kind of pain level. When,
Well, see, it's
when
the
it
same for
hurts
me.
to
I don't
take a
have the
breath.
same injury, but I played minor league football, and I got tackled real nasty, man. And I got a mid kind of back situation too that it just knocks the breath out of you.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
you
even
gotta
now
do
to this
shit.
day, for myself, it's the same. It's like it's never the same.
Well, I'm definitely not the same. I got spasms that come up whenever the hell
So
I
how's
feel like it.
now? What's the future look like for you? You, I know we were talking earlier. You know, you said it's still bothering you a little bit to play guitar, But so then, what's the prognosis looking into the future? You want to be back full 100% Henry Garza?
That's right, man. We got some gigs coming up, but I mean, I got to be honest when I say this, man. You know, because only I live in me. You know what I mean? And of course, nobody else can kind of probably tell if I'm playing different or not. But
Right.
probably the ones that do know are my brothers. But you know,
I
when
know.
that guitar gets in my hand, man, it's still really hard to touch those strings and feel the same, man. I'm having a bit of a struggle. It's been really hard, man, because it's not something that just happened where I fell out of a tree and broke my damn little elbow or something. I mean, this is something that affects your whole body.
Something
your back.
I tell people, man, is this. And when people are asking about, oh, is he going to be better, whatever, I say, look, guys, Henry is never going to be the same. Okay? His playing, yeah, Henry can still shred and he
Right.
gets down. But the way I tell people, I say, look, what's most important to his family is that we have Henry, our brother, the dad, the son, that we have him back before we're even concerned with the guitar player he was.
Yeah.
Because as much as everybody loves that and whatnot, if he can't be Henry, there is no Henry Garza, the guitar player, that, you know what I'm saying? But looking at it from being his brother, yeah, man, I can hear when that he doesn't play the same, that it's not exactly the same, that, you know, certain things maybe they lag a little bit of speed and whatnot. But the good thing about it is he is alive, thank God for that, and he is still fighting through every
That's
single
right,
day,
man.
We're
We're gonna go down.
What are you going to do
fighting.
about what are you going to do about rehab? You got to be doing some kind of rehab or
Well, I gotta
therapy.
I gotta be honest, man. And you being, you know, in your line of field back in the day, pro wrestling, man. You get doctors. One doctor telling you this, another doctor telling you this, another doctor
Yep.
telling you this. And I'm just one of those cats, man, that I don't like taking medications. I just don't like doing it. I don't like what it does to the rest of your body. So I've kind of got told by one doctor one story, another doctor another story. I kind of said they're all full of shit and just let myself heal with God and say, you know what? I'm going to let time do its course and let time heal it, man, you know, because that's the best way that I recovered the first time, and I think that's the best way that I'm going to recover now.
Well, I'm picking it up and laying it down for you. Thank you for hitting that download button. I'm going to come back. We're going to continue this conversation with Lost Lonely Boys. The only thing I can say, Henry, is that in that last cast, it didn't go too far out the water. What was you using, a spinnerbait?
What the hell's wrong with a spinnerbait? I'm a spinnerbaiting.
I know I love a spinnerbait, but what was you using to cast out
I was
with?
using the Texas rig, man. I ain't going to lie.
Texas rig?
Texas rig.
Well, at least you didn't catch a treble hook in your balls. That's the good news out of this story. I'm coming back. Don't you dare move. Lost Lonely Boys, Henry,
Los.
JoJo, and Los Lonely Boys, motherfucker. I love my sponsors. Thank you for joining on the show. Hit that Amazon button on the SteveAustinShow.com. If you spend some money, it'll help a motherfucker. Me out. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Steve Austin Unleashed.
Coming back from a little pause for the call to talk with Los Lonely Boys, Henry, JoJo, and Ringo. Got finished talking about some war stories, injuries on the road. Hey, before we move on, JoJo, back in the day, if it was not 2010, thereabouts, a vocal cord injury for yourself. What
Yeah.
was going on with that?
Well, basically, I kept doing my Stone Cold Steve Austin impression, and I wore my damn vocal cords. No,
What'd you do?
the truth is, man,
That's
is,
a nightmare for a cat like you who makes a living singing in a band.
It was overworked, man. I mean, I shouldn't have been, pretty much. It was just overworked. It had been like 26, 27 years of doing the same old bit, and then sometimes I get a little loud at home and with my brothers and whatnot out on the road too, and it just took its course, brother. When we were doing the record, Rock Bongo actually, and you can hear it on the special edition where we got outtakes, and you can hear my voice. I sound like Huey Lewis, And basically what it was, man, it was all dragged out. One of the vocal cords had just kind of went limp on us, and it just.
Well, that's what we know now. But
Well,
man, when it initially happened, man, we thought there was cancer going on.
We thought it was cancer because it lasted a very long time. We were even going on tour with my voice on. And
So about how long was it before you looked out for help?
well, like I said, we were doing the new album. We had spent what did we spend 3 weeks in the record in the studio recording tracks. Mm-hmm. Then we went out on a tour, and it was supposed to be like a 5-week run. Man, we weren't out there for even a week. It was the first show, and I couldn't sing, and we happened to be in Denver, Colorado, where one of the best ear, nose, throat specialists is. We just call him Doc Buzz. His name is Buzz, but man, they really pushed me into doing it. They're like, "Look, bro, it sounds really serious, man. We're gonna have to take you to the specialist." And
What is he?
He said, "Get off the road.
You have to shut the fuck up.
He goes, "You're done. Shut the fuck up." Literally, shut the fuck up.
Right.
And
Arrested.
so what I did is, he said he didn't know if it was cancer or what it was yet. So we went through a little process where you talk on a microphone and they listen to you the way your voice sounds. And my voice sounded like two voices.
Yeah.
It was really strange. And he goes, "Okay, I need to see you back here." And I can't remember the time frame, brother, but I do know that it was when I went up there to get the surgery. They did a biopsy
Yeah.
to see if it was
Get some tissue.
to get the tissue sample. And from that point on, he was like, "Look, when we get the results or whatever, that's when we get the results." He's like, "But for the meantime, you can't talk." So they gave me a board to wear around my neck and a marker. And I was talking through the board.
It was just like the dad off Legends of the Fall, man.
Dude, I was just saying Anthony Hopkins. What a tremendous part he played in that movie, but all of a sudden now it's
Damn it,
you.
boys, don't talk at me if you've ever... I'm
Dude,
sorry,
that
go ahead.
had to suck. I mean, because you like to talk. I
Well,
mean,
see,
you're
I'm
very-
definitely, man. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
a talker, and I get real loud and stuff. And like when I
And
got...
it's, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
Well, when I got upset, the letters got bigger on the board. They get...
We got to get JoJo a bigger whiteboard.
That's really funny, man. It wasn't that damn funny at the time, but
Yeah.
the way you put it, it really is funny. But I also found an app on the iPhone, too, that